Hello and welcome back to the Indian PokeTube, and in this video I bring to you the Hawlucha, and this is a crazy mon that I've got thanks to my friend who traded it with me, and it's only a rank 421. It's not a very highly ranked one, but it still does really good, so I'm running it in an ABB fashion like I always do. Pick up an absolute horrible lead, save to the Hawlucha, and the opponent responds with Shadow Charizard. I'm going to CMP him, at least I try to, and I go for the flying press. Let's see if he respects it. He does not, and it does 60% damage to the Charizard. It's a resistant move, it's only 45 energy, and just like that I can shield once and farm down the Charizard. So investing a shield, I'm able to flip the Charizard, and he brings in the Frostlass. I know that the Aerialist is single is like neutral and this is single rested, but I still went for the flying press. Opponent respects this because of the damage it did to the Shadow Charizard. Now I can align my Tin Can on the Frostlass and my Ghost Tree on the Swampert. I'm going to expect the Swampert to come back in. I'm going to bank a move on the Tin Can and catch the Hydro Cannon on my Ghost Tree, because I don't think even two Hydro Cannons will take me out. It'll come close, but I don't think it will. So I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb on the CMP because I snuck in a Shadow Claw, get the win, get the boom, and I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Claw because I do have a loaded Rock Slide and I have a shield. So even if I lose CMP, the Rock Slide is 100% going to get off on the guy. Opponent realizes that, lets it go again because of my Rock Slide, and he is going to lose that game, all thanks to Hawlucha. So this is an ABB team where the Tin Can deals with the flyers that the backline really struggles with, and Hawlucha is supposed to bait out the flyer, the Charizard, and try to flip it if possible so that Ghost Tree can run wild. And it did pretty well, guys. Second man, second horrible lead. Going to save switch to my Hawlucha again. Instantly, opponent responds with the Bastiodon. You're going to see how much damage a flying press does to the most bulky mon. One of the boom, it does almost 90% damage. But the sad news is, since Hawlucha gets only the Poison Jab as the fast type move, I mean the only good move, so Poison Jab is triple resisted on the guy, the big stone face, and there's no way we can take him out with the Poison Jab. So he can shield twice and take switch here, but at least we get shield advantage and put the Bastiodon so low that we can farm him down with our lead. So I mean, it's still not bad, but imagine if this guy got counter or something. I mean, it would absolutely break the meta. We even almost reached there, not able to get the move off because of one turn. I mean, we should have, I don't know about the game mechanics, but maybe we should have. Anyway, we can farm down the stupid stone face, and we're going to leave with a lot of energy. Now it's all up to Ghost Tree. What does he have in the bag? He has the G-Fisk, and if we play this right, if we time our moves like perfectly, I think we can win this game. So I go for the big Shadow Ball that does a lot of damage. I'm going to tank one Rock Slide, then I'm going to overfarm as much as I can because I need to leave as close as I can to a Shadow Ball for the Medicham. So I'm going to shield this, then I can go for 5 more Shadow Claws. So that's what I'm going to do, and CMP him on the move. I can't farm him down sadly, so I have to throw here, otherwise his Rock Slide would take me out. And now I'm just 2 Shadow Claws away. He's still more than 2 counters away. So we get the Shadow Ball off before he can get the Ice Punch, and boom, take down the Medicham, and we win another like double hard counter game. So that's just an insane game, guys. I mean, such bad leads twice in a row, and we're able to like come back from both those games. And let's see what we have in the next one. Actually, this was the first game of the set. The second one was the Charizard one, but I put it in the front because that showed the potential of Hawlucha. And so yeah, so basically, so we've already completed the first 2 games of the set. This is the third set, and you'll see so many battles where Hawlucha just comes in clutch, because nobody expects Hawlucha, right? So finally pick up a good lead after 2 horrible leads. And against Altaria, I mean, Tin Can is pretty much a stone wall. I mean, we just win straight up. I don't think Altaria can win even in a 2 shield situation where he invests 2 shields. He'll still probably lose. I'm going to overload a lot of energy, go for the Rock Slide, and I also need to bait out a Ghost type or maybe another Noctowl, but he's going to bring in the Azu anyway. So all I have to do is keep alignment here. So I'm going to like chip him a little bit, go for a couple of Rock Slides here and there, just lower him to the point where we can, come in with the Hawlucha, because the Poison Jabs are going to add up. So I'm going to bring in the Hawlucha here, and he does build up to the Play Rough, I believe. So he's running Play Rough. Oh, he goes for the Ice Beam. My bad. That was a different game. So I'm going to overload a lot and go for the Flying Press just before he reaches his next Ice Beam. So I don't want to shield. So yep, out goes the Azu. And even if he brings in the Altaria, I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace here. Just want to see how much it does because it's neutral. But as you'll see, it does about the same damage as the Flying Press, which is resisted. That's how good of a move Flying Press is. He's going to come in and take out my guy, which is fine. I think I come in with the Ghost Tree to get ahead on energy, and in the back he has a Medicham, and this match is over because, like I said, once the counter to the backline is gone. Ghostry can do really well. This is the advantage of ABB, even though I didn't have to play it in the ABB style this match, but he goes for the pup bait, and that's even better because the psychic would not have KO'd at that point even if he had gone straight. But so now I'm going to shield the next one. It's a pup, but it doesn't matter. I've already got the back-to-back seed bombs. First one was the main call, and I'm able to call that he's going to bait, and I'm going to get off my second seed bomb, take out the Medicham, and the Altaria is so low that he can't do anything. That's going to be a great game. And there we go, we're off to 3 wins out of 3 games there, and now there's going to be a lot of other interesting battles as well. But stay tuned till the end of the video if you're already here, because you're going to see Shadow Tyranitar on the lead instead of Melmetal. I just wanted to have some fun, so pick up a lead against a kind of a core breaker, because I think Dunsparce does beat my Tin Can and also the Ghostry. So I'm going to stay in initially, and that does so much damage, but that's fine. I mean, we have enough health where we can, do something to a Noctowl. So that's the main threat. I'm going to go for the superpower after going for the Rock Slide, because one superpower does not KO. Get the shield, try to catch the drill run, but opponent is amazing. He holds on to the energy, I guess predicting a switch. So he's going to go for Rock Slide, which does do quite a bit of chip, and in comes a Noctowl. I'm going to try to go for the CMP. Opponent does not play into it, so he's going to go for the farm down. The flying press does a lot actually. It does around more than 50%, so it's a 2-hit KO definitely. I'm going to go for another flying press and get his second shield. And now I'm going to bring in the Tin Can. I was thinking that he's probably going to bait here, but as you'll see, he does not go straight for Shadow Ball. And now it's not looking amazing, because even though my Ghostry has 2 shields, opponent has 3 mons, and 2 of them are normal types. So I was expecting him to bait me there, because like he had so much of energy and I had 2 shields, so I was hoping that he baits with the Sky Attack. But anyway, so I have to throw a move against a Noctowl, or I have to give him my second shield. I don't want to give him the second shield right away. I'm expecting a Medicham, and there it is. And he can still make a catch. Luckily, he does not make the catch, because maybe he was not counting my moves. Go for the Shadow Ball. Boom! Take down the Medicham. And now I was hoping that this is Seed Bomb range, but while playing, I'm like, oh god, I don't think this is Seed Bomb range just yet. And as you'll see, it is not. I have to shield the moves here, and I'm hoping that the next Shadow Claw KOs him, because I don't think I can live a Rock Slide. And one more Shadow Claw sneaks through. Can I survive the Rock Slide? Can I can. The Shadow Claw sneaks through, and I'm able to take him out. Let's go. So I mean, that was a slight misplay by me. Maybe I should have farmed down the Noctowl, or at least given the Noctowl a shield with my guy. Maybe then I could have farmed him down, but that's fine. We're able to take that. That's a great game. So even though we picked up a lead against a kind of a core breaker, we could come through. This is a good lead again. This is the second good lead out of 5 matches. And I'm going to go for Rock Slide on the CMP to the Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail does not do a whole lot of damage, and I'm also expecting Bastiodon and Medicham, because I think that's the most common lineup. So I'm going to bring in my Hawlucha, because Hawlucha does very well against both of those mons, but he brings in a Tin Can instead. And let's see how much this does to the Tin Can instead of the Bastiodon. So going for the Flying Press. Let's see how much it does, but he does not let me see it. So I'm going to go for another Flying Press here. Let's see. And he gives us a second shield. So I think I'm going to shield this. Let's see. Yep, I'm going to shield this. It's a Zap Cannon, and he of course gets the debuff. So let's see how much a debuff Flying Press does on the Tin Can, one of the bulkiest mons in the meta, and it does around 60%. So I think non-debuff it will do more. I bring it my own Tin Can to just force the opponent's Tin Can to go for the boom. He takes this out, and now I can come in with the Ghostry, I think, and get ahead on energy. Yep, I can come in with the Ghostry and just farm him all the way down. I can let this go, I think I can let this go, because I'm expecting a Medicham. So I'm just going to let it go. In comes the Dragonair. I don't want to take any more Dragon Breath damage, so I'm going to go for a move. Take him out. Let's see what he has. And the Tin Cannon, and he has Deoxys. So this match is over. I'm just going to count to 5, go for the Shadow Ball. There's going to be a CMP on the Psycho Boost. The Tin Can is super low on energy. I mean, he's dry on energy, and I have a loaded move on my Hawlucha, if I'm not wrong. I mean, at least I'm close to it, and he goes for the debuff. There's nothing opponent can do. Opponent sees the writing on the wall, concedes the match, just like Home Slice Henry says. And like I promised, guys, welcome to the last 2 battles in the video. These are bonus battles featuring Shadow Tyranitar on the lead instead of the Melmetal, because why not? And you're going to see this is going to be a very bad lead against an Azu, so I have to instantly save switch to my guy, the Hawlucha. It's not that bad because of Poison Jab. Opponent responds with the Bastiodon, and you'll see that maybe if you have the top 10 rank Hawlucha, maybe you can reach the 3rd Flying Press. I think you do. I mean, if you have a very highly ranked Hawlucha, I think you can actually reach the 3rd Flying Press and just flip Bastiodon outright. But like this, mine's ranked 400, and we don't reach the third flying press. So as you'll see here, he has to like let one go because I'm going to reach the third anyway. He can shield this or he can choose to let us flip it. Let's see what he chooses. Going to shield this, and you'll see how close we get to the move every single time. It's just one fast move away, but at least we've got the guy low enough to a point where we can farm him down with the T-Tar. We have 2 shields, so we have shield advantage at least for our Medicham. So we're going to farm down this bad boy all the way. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge on the Azu because that will put him into Seed Bomb range. And Shadow Tyranitar does hit hard, even though it's rank I think 600 or something, I don't know. So I'm going to come in with my Azu, shield the potential Ice Beam because that would do like 80% damage, and I'm going to overfarm a lot. I'm kind of expecting a Medicham in the back, but he has a Sableye. He tries to make a catch. I mean, maybe going 2 Seed Bombs is better, guys. Let me know in the comments, but I didn't know that, so I'm going to just CMP him on the foul play, go for a Shadow Ball plus a Seed Bomb. I'm not sure if 2 Seed Bombs would kill, so that's going to take him out, and I CMP him on the Seed Bomb. So 2 CMPs, one against the Sableye, one against the Azu. We're able to take that win thanks to the move counting and playing it perfectly. Let's go. So that was another bad lead. So that is, I think, 5 bad leads out of the 7 games so far, and it's the last game of this video. Let's see if we pick up the 6th bad lead or if we get a good lead finally. Let's see. I think it's a bad lead, or is it a good lead? I think it's a good lead, this one. It is a good lead, so it's 5-3, and we pick up a lead against Sableye. We can tank any one move from the Sableye, whereas the Sableye can't really tank a crunch, but I'm going to just try to farm him all the way down. Let's see what he chooses to go for. He goes for the foul play, so I'm going to go for my crunch because otherwise I would have to shield. I don't want to waste a shield just yet. I'm going to go for the crunch. He gives us a shield. I'm going to bring in the Hawlucha and cast the next foul play because if he has a flare in the back, Sableye does come a lot of times with a Noctowl, as you can see. So my Shadow T-Tar with that little bit of health can come in clutch later in the game. I'm going for the flying press on the CMP, but the opponent does not throw, shows great restraint, and I'm not going to be able to make it to another one. So I'm going to come in with the guy, the T-Tar, and shield once. I'm not going to make the mistake which I did in the first game, letting it go on the Melmetal. I'm going to come in, throw that big smackdown which will almost take out the Noctowl, and even if he gets off a move, I'm fine. He's not able to get off a move, which is better for me. Now I can bring in my Ghost Tree against, there's a low Sableye, and I'm expecting something like a Medicham. So he has his own Ghost Tree in the back. That's not looking great. I'm going to go for a move. No, I'm not. I'm going to farm down the Sableye, reach the back-to-back Seed Bombs. I was thinking of going straight for the Shadow Ball. I was not sure if I would reach a move, so now I'm going to go for the fast move, farm down. Come on, Shadow Tyranitar. He's at the back-to-back moves. I'm going to shield, smackdown Seek. Can we win? And it KOs the Ghost Tree. We are able to take the win. Let's go. That was amazing. So we are able to take that win, guys. See you guys.